going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham, and in this video I'm going to be talking about 6 red flags to spot early so you don't waste your time on dating apps. The first thing is the use of nicknames, right? So if she matches with you, and then let's just say that she messages you first, right? And then you see some shit like hun, sweetie, sweetheart, handsome. You understand? Like any of those, love, hey love, LUV or LOVE, it doesn't matter. You understand? Or if you match her and then you text her, hey, how you doing? And then she says, hey love, how are you? Hey sweetie, any of those friggin' nicknames, any of those, any nicknames, period. You want to unmatch, you want to move on, that's it, we're done. You don't need to waste your time. You already know that you're dealing with somebody that has some type of agenda, some type of either they're attention whoring or they're just not serious about anything. You understand? A lot of these chicks on dating apps are here for attention. So once you see all this, like the nicknames, like they trying to like befriend you or make you feel like you're building some type of rapport, you know it's just bullshit. All right. So the second red flag you got to look for when you're on these dating apps so you don't waste your time is non-committal words. Non-committal words. Words like maybe, words like possibly, or if a chick says some shit like, well, I'm not usually on here a lot, or I'm not usually on here, and then she tries to give you her social media or something like that. She's being what's called non-committal. You understand? See, women who are serious about prioritizing their dating life, they are checking their dating apps constantly. They're looking for different prospects to actually meet to date. You understand? So if you have a woman that says, hey, I'm not on here usually, if you ask her, hey, what day are you free? If she says, well, maybe Tuesday or sometimes Wednesday, or if my job is not if my job is not too busy, then sometimes I'm free on a weekend, or if I don't have my kid that week, then I'm free then. Any non-committal verbiage, red flag, unmatch, or just leave her alone from that point on, all right? Now, the third red flag that you should be looking for on dating apps so you don't waste your time is if they're asking you for money to make the date possible, okay? Guys, I'm sure you've seen this before. Some of you seen this before. A lot of chicks are on these dating apps, they be trying to finesse. Sometimes it's not even a chick, it's some dude trying to finesse. It's some dude in Nigeria somewhere trying to finesse you out of money, right? So what it is they'll tell you, hey, my car is in the shop and I need some money. I need $30 for an Uber. Could you cash at me $30 so I could get this Uber? Could you cash at me a couple of dollars so I could pay for a babysitter? Could you send me money for an outfit? Could you send me money for a blouse? Like, I've been on dating apps and I said that I really like dresses. And then the girl will tell me, oh, well, you got to send me money for a dress. And I'm like, unmatched, we're done. No wasting time, guys. Guys, time is your number one commodity. You can't waste time with these chicks. You really can't waste time with these chicks, all right? So the number 4 red flag you should be looking for so you don't waste time on these dating apps is not answering your questions directly, okay? Either not answering your questions, getting back to you days later, or not answering your questions directly, or sometimes they try to ask you other questions to qualify you. They might try to ask you what kind of job do you have or what kind of car do you drive. So you might ask them, hey, when are you free so we can hang out? They'll say, well, okay, can we, what do you do? And what are you looking for in a relationship? And this, that, and the third. And what are your interests? And could you tell me something about yourself? All of that bullshit. All of that stuff that could be talked about on the date when you meet each other face to face. They try to do that for you. What they're really saying is they want to qualify you now so they don't have to put out any effort to come meet you, because truthfully they're not that interested in meeting you in the first place. Do you understand? See, the thing with dating apps is that people are just swiping, so there's no investment, right? So if they're not really interested in you, if they're not really attracted to your photos and things like that, they will try to do things to try to qualify you, to find every reason not to put in the effort to meet with you. So they don't have to worry about getting dressed, they don't have to worry about coming to a certain place and doing all that other stuff. You understand? Even though you're the one inviting them out for a drink or you're the one inviting them out for something, they still don't even want to put in the effort just to show up. And if there's a woman out there that doesn't want to put in the effort just to show up, then that's not the type of woman you want to invest your time in anyway. So if she's not answering your questions directly, unmatch, move on, don't waste your time. The 5th red flag you should be looking for on dating apps so you don't waste your time is when they ask you, hey, can we talk on here a little bit more to get to know each other, right? All it's really saying is they want to share information so they can qualify you because they don't think that you are the type of person that they really want to meet up with. You understand? So they would rather talk to you on the app first to try to find reasons not to come see you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you got to be careful, guys. You have to be very careful. A lot of it may sound innocent, right? Where it may sound as if they want to get to know you. So they say, hey, can we talk on here a little bit more, right? That's not what's really happening. What's really happening is she's saying, well, he's not my first choice. I'm not that attracted to him. So let me force him to give me some more information about him so I can find a reason not to hang out with him. Do you understand what I'm saying? And another thing you need to understand too is that even if she's sincere, right? Even if she is sincere about wanting to find out more information about you before the date, here's another thing you need to understand. It's called a dating app, not a chatting app or a texting app. It's called a dating app, right? If the woman doesn't have a certain level of confidence to want to invest the time to actually date, then that means that there's something wrong with her confidence. There's something wrong with what's going on with her. There's something wrong with, she probably got hang-ups. She probably been through bad dating experiences. She probably doesn't have any faith in men. She probably doesn't have any faith in dating. And those are the type of women you want to filter. You want to bypass those type of women. You're looking for the type of woman who has a certain level of confidence that wants to meet you on a date. She doesn't have an issue with coming out to meet somebody new. Those are the type of women you want to make connections with. The women that are actually confident about meeting someone new, because that's what dating is all about, right? We got to have a certain level of confidence and faith to meet someone new. When you got a person that starts talking about, well, I don't want to waste my time, then that's a person that is not putting their best foot forward. And you don't want to go out and hang out with people with a negative outlook on their dating life. You want to find somebody who's confident, positive, and who finds joy in meeting new people. The sixth red flag that you should look out for so you don't waste time on dating apps is if they try to change the plans. So like if you say, hey, let's meet at the Main Street bar, and then she says something like, oh, well, I don't like that bar. Can we go somewhere else? Or if you say, hey, let's meet on Friday evening for drinks. Let's meet on Thursday evening for drinks. And then she says, oh, well, can we meet Tuesday afternoon for coffee instead? You understand? I don't really like going out at night, so can we do something in the early afternoon instead? The answer is no. And even if you said, let's meet in the afternoon for coffee, and then she said, let's meet out in the evening for drinks, the answer is no. Unmatch or move on. Anytime a woman tries to change your plans, that means she's trying to be the leader and make you the follower. So that's automatically a red flag. You can unmatch or you can move on from there. Never let a woman adjust your plans. If you find a reason to adjust your plans on your own accord, fine, whatever. But never let a woman adjust your plans. How you start is how you finish, right? You don't want to let a woman put you in a position where you now become the follower. You have to be very careful with how these things go down, right? Because the average guy will just look at it as, well, she still wants to meet me, but she just likes this place better. Listen, when you invite a woman, you're making a plan. Once you make a plan, that means she has to submit to that plan. You understand? That is a microcosm of the type of relationship that you are trying to develop with this person. So if in the initial interaction, if you set up a plan and then she tries to alter or deviate from that plan, she's letting you know from the start that she doesn't trust your leadership. Therefore, you don't need to continue to interact with a woman like that. You can unmatch, delete, or you can just move on from that situation. Don't waste your time, all right? So this has been 6 red flags to look for on these dating apps so you don't waste your time. It's your boy, Miles Cunningham. Be good to yourself. I hope you're having a great day, and make sure you always remember the truth is inside you. Peace.